From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. A pickup there of 39. And it brings up an LA first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The throw is caught. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Back to throw now. Complete over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He'll throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. Down the sideline inside the 30. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This will be grabbed at the 5. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, Hurts. Andrews with the catch. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Hurts looking to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. This one's to Andrews outright. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a hit wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hurts throwing again. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 21. Forced out to his right. Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with the sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable fourth down if you don't get the first.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
They'll run here on first down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Titans need some big yards in a hurry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They spot this one right at the 20. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a great pick pick up 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Dumped off to his running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. He lofts it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing it again here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They are throwing it again. Into the hands of Okonkwo.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This from 40 on the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They motion the slot man right. He'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Andrews. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Trying again following the sack. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to the well again. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That one's complete, right side. And they get this down to the 28. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Offense set for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. That's complete to Jackson. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Trying the right side. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
He's back to throw. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Looking to throw. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on second down. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Rams holding a 4-point lead. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Man in motion, headed right. The give now out of the shotgun. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Barkley gets it on third down. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. The Titans call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Here's a handoff up the gut. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Rams parlay the reception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing now. Oh, Good effort there. Didn't get the feet in, though. It looked like he had them both. Couldn't tap the second one down. Incomplete.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.